Hi Afnan here. This is the pump from my feeder tank of my gutter grow bed set. Look at the wiring of this pump. It's showing extensive insulation damage. The outer jackets of this wire is damaged, and even the live wire has shown damage on the insulator. See again. This is an example what could happen to the electrical wiring inside the tank if you have a Pacu fish. Pacu fish is notorious for nibbling at wires. Luckily, I managed to discover this earlier today. What happened is I saw a couple of Pacu fish in the feeder tank. They're not supposed to be there. However, somehow they miraculously jump over from the return tank into the feeder tank. A return tank does not have any pumps. It's just an overflow. But the overflow, I have kept it small enough with holes so that no large fish can go through. Only probably guppies can go through. But the Pacu fish is palm size. So I think they jump across and somehow miraculously they managed to land into the feeder tank. Two of them, a couple. And few days back I did saw about 3 Pacu fish outside my fish tank, already dead, and probably these are the batch of Pacu fish that managed to jump across. So as soon as I see the Pacu fish, what I do is I try to catch them to return it back to the feeder tank. Return it back to the return tank. And while touching the metal frame of my gutter grow bed set, I felt some mild electric shock. So in that sense, I know the wiring of the electrical pump has been compromised. So I proceed in catching all the 2 Pacu fish and return it back to the return tank, and probably I will not be keeping them for long, and they probably will end up in the deep fryer. And I just replaced this pump earlier today, just a few minutes ago back, and I probably need to buy a new pump because the pump that I use is temporary pump which I have spare for this kind of situation, and I need to buy another pump. So while we are at this while we are looking at this pump, just want to show you the rating of my gutter grow bed pump. This is 220 volts to 240 volts, 50 Hz, which is for this part of the world, rated at 38 watt. Height maximum is 2 meter, and Q max, which is the quantity maximum at zero height, is 2000 liter per hour. I'm using this pump to transport water roughly almost 1 meter high, but slightly less than 1 meter. So I'm expecting the rating will go almost half of this. So half of this is about 1000 liter per hour, which is delivered at the grow beds and divide by 4. So each of those gutter grow bed most probably taking roughly around 250 liter per hour to 300 liter per hour the most. Right. So watch out for Pacu fish. If I'm not at home or going away somewhere, if this thing happen, I can't imagine what will be the outcome of my gutter grow bait set. Okay, just a reminder so that everyone is cautioned about this particular fish. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.